AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. That's out quickly to Chenault. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Lawrence on first down, sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
But they certainly came out firing in this one. And while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. That's once again complete to Chark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First down, Jacksonville.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Jaguars 14, Bills nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get that complete to Alberto. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jaguars.
6-6, pull it high. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike, 36. Hey, Delta. 36. And what's that?
On first down, Lawrence. Being chased out left.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lawrence going to kick this outside to Chenault. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Back to the ground with ETN.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll try to run with ETN. And this time, he is in. Yes. Travis Etienne, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield off the play fake. And this one caught by Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's coming, he's coming. Check it. Hurry! Watch the run, alert, alert, alert! Hurry, hurry! 28, Mike, 28.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They go play action. Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year, haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Will Harris. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A shotgun snap, and again to ETN. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 64 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Open man right side is Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark from 4 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A handoff for ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On second down, ETN once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Lawrence on third down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think he'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this. Now Mayfield lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, Haywood! Watch the eye!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Greystone, travel. Bravo. Go. 36. Line 36. Yeah.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's complete, Boovenile. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And the Jaguars first down.
Any weapons? Hey, box drop. 36. Hey. Watch your slant.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. On 2nd and a long way to go. Lawrence. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Jags get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hatchet. Pilot, 64, weak. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. Rosa's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And this one too low.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mayfield now. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Finding Knox there, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Tight down. There you go.
4th down, Mayfield. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain there for the Bills. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
28. Mike, 28. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 28. I got one. Listen. 28, Mike.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Point it right. This ball back.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Hey,
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Pass on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Hey, orbit. Mike 36. Mike 36. I got you. I got you. Jim. Check 99. Check 99.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.